My name is Natalie Williams. I'm a certified yoga teacher. In this 45-minute video, I'm going to lead you through yoga for athletes. Go ahead and come towards the front of your mat. We're gonna walk on over. Both feet are about hip width apart and find your chair pose. Navel in and up, holding it here. Chime into your breath. Welcome the warmth in your body. Anchor your mind in your breath. And go ahead and set an intention for this class for athletes right now. Weight goes in the right leg, left leg steps back into a nice lunge. Arms come over the head if you desire. Relax the shoulders. Weight is on top of the heel because your knee is not in forward or in back. Your left foot and right foot are facing front. Deep inhale. And then go ahead and bring your hands to your heart and lean forward, step forward, back to that chair pose. Weight goes way back in the heels. Our intention right now is to warm up those muscles. Left leg in front this time, right leg kicks back to a nice high lunge. Arms come over, relax the shoulders, and just really drop that right hip down to stretch it out a little bit here. Deep inhale and exhale. Hands come to your heart, lean forward, step forward, find your chair again. Arms come over your head. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Stay where you are, but bring your hands back down. Right leg is in front, left leg goes back. We're gonna find our warrior two. Right arm in front, left arm behind, pull this right leg back, and let's dance our warrior. Left hand comes down, right hand faces up, maintain this knee bent, and lean back. Nice stretch from the tip of your right finger all the way down to your right hip. Inhale to the center, relax the shoulders. Place your right arm on top of the right thigh, left arm comes up and over. If you wanna look up for a balance challenge, go for it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back. We're doing kriyas, which is creating heat in our body by friction. Right arm in front, left arm over, and we're doing 3. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, dance it back. Maintain that bend in the right knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over. Then go ahead and find your warrior two. Keep that right knee pulled out, straighten the right leg, reach forward, right hand goes down and come down. Left arm is up high and you can come down all the way to the ground if you can, but maintain this flat back. So if you can come on the outside. If that's too much of a curvature, stay up. Then bend the right leg out, back to the warrior two. Hands come to the heart. Lean forward, pivot the back foot and step forward. Inhale, lift up and back, open the heart, and exhale, find your chair pose. Weight in the left leg this time. Right leg kicks back, warrior prep it, pull the left knee out, left arm in front, right arm behind, relax the shoulders. Watch out for the hips, neutralize them, keep the left knee pulled out. Left hand faces up, right hand comes down, lean and dance back, maintain the left knee, pull out and bent. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. 2 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Last time. Inhale, up. And exhale, forward. Then reach, reach, reach. Inhale, back up. Go ahead and straighten that left leg, reach down the left arm, right arm on top. If you want to, you can go down all the way, but watch out for the shoulder rolling forward. Lean it back or come up to whatever you can. Reach up and come on out of it. Hands come to the heart, square to the front, pivot the back foot, lean forward and step forward. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, lean back. Exhale, hinge from the hips, chest up, heart up, and come down to a forward fold. Then we're gonna reverse swan dive it up. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Reverse swan dive, sweep the arms up and back, deep inhale. And exhale, bending forward. 2 more times, inhale up. Exhale down, good control, using your breath and body. As athletes, you know your breath means a lot. Deep inhale up. And exhale, holding it down to a forward fold. Go ahead and crisscross the arms and just dangle here. We're gonna take this practice into more of a vinyasa flow. Bend your knees, walk it back to a plank, find a nice strong plank here. Modification's always welcome, and especially if you have any injuries, Chime into those and protect them. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, shift to a downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, and hold. Walk your feet in closer together if you feel like they've drifted too far. And really drop your heels down towards the mat. Bent knees are welcome. But go ahead and walk your dog, just meaning keeping your feet in place and dropping one heel down, then the other. Holding it back and forth, really intentionally dropping. Make sure that the weight is in the fingertips. Then find stillness and drop both heels down, down, down. Inhale, back to plank. Make sure you have that nice strong core here. This first one we're gonna modify by dropping our knees down. Elbows hug into the rib cage, chaturanga down. Watch out if you have any shoulder issues. Chaturanga in Sanskrit means shoulder shredder. Untuck the feet, put the portion of the weight into the feet on the top of them, engage the quads, lift up to baby cobra right here, or arms stack under the shoulders for sphinx, or if you want to, hands come back down, shoulders back, kick up. Make sure the hips don't drop, your thighs are not on the ground, and your toes are untucked. Shoulders are back, lift up so you can protect that back. Deep inhale and exhale. Then drop the knees and find your child's pose. Release and let go. Walk the fingertips away from you, tuck the toes underneath you. Find your downward facing dog. Relax your head, give a little shake no, and just enjoy this pose for a moment. Shift your gaze up to your hands. You can walk, jump, or step forward. I'm gonna jump, but when you jump, it's hover and soft landing. Straighten the legs if you'd like to. Reverse swan dive up, deep inhale, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Notice your heart rate's going a little bit more. Inhale, lift up, lean back. Exhale, swan dive forward, bending from the hips, forward fold. Down you go, relax the head and the neck. Next, we're gonna do half rise. So we're putting a sequence together of a sun salutation. Hands come towards the shins. If you have very flexible hamstrings or overextended knee joints, shift the weight towards the toes so you're not overdoing it right there. Exhale, back to the forward fold. Bend your knees. You can walk back or equally step back into a plank. Next, chaturanga. Elbows hug into the sides, all the way down. Make sure you're not dropping the shoulder past your elbow. Down with the knees, hips, and then come on up, untuck the toes to baby cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog. Squeeze the core. Watch out for this lower back, that can really hurt it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Then gently drop the knees, send the hips over the calves, find your child's pose. Next, walk the fingertips in front of you, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Jump, walk, or handstand forward to a forward fold, soft landing. Watch out for any harshness in the knees. Reverse swan dive up, lift up and back, and bring your hands to your heart. So you learned all the poses with that sun salutation. Let's add breath with it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. To inhale, baby or upward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to your heart. Close your eyes and check into your breath. So you may have noticed whenever your lungs were open, you were lifted and opening your body. Being an athlete, you should have some good awareness going on with proprioception and just your body in general and how to use biomechanics to your benefit. So whenever you're lifting up, you notice your lungs are open and you can inhale. So let's try that now with you being a little bit more in tuned to this practice. Hands to your heart, close your eyes, relax your jaw. Don't swoop your arms up yet. Take a deep inhale and exhale here. And then next, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Move with intention, release the neck. Inhale, half rise. Notice how your breath is aiding your posture. Exhale, notice how the exhale is sinking you in. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby, you're upward. Notice your lungs are open. Exhale, child's pose. Notice how they're a little bit more closed. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, forward fold. Watch how this inhale helps lift you up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Go ahead and shift your weight towards your heels. Find your chest up, back to your chair pose. Deep inhales and exhales here. Then inhale, lift on up, lean back, 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 back. Open your hands up to get a nice chest stretch. Then hands go down, thumbs go down, and swan dive back down to a forward fold. Relax the head and neck and just hang out here for a moment. Shake your head, no, no, no. And yes, yes, yes. And then go ahead and bend your knees. You can jump or step back into a plank, holding it here in nice, strong posture. So a lot of times whenever we play sports, you might notice that one side of your body is way more dominant than the other. So let's go ahead and try to equal it out here. You can drop the right knee if you want to, or you can not and just turn it over to a right plank, holding it here. Slight bend in the elbow and listen to your body. If you can, and if you want to make this a little bit more extreme, 2-piece fingers, big toe, and kick it up. Hold, 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 deep inhale and exhale. Find whatever works for you, then find your plank, hold it strong, deep inhale and exhale. Next, switching to the other side, modification is drop the knee and try to stack. If you can, left leg down, right leg up, deep inhale and exhale. Then gently unleash, find your plank, drop the knees or not, Chaturanga down to baby Cobra right here. We're gonna get the adrenal glands working. So arms go back, lift up, nice back bend, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you wanna interlace the hands to open the chest, that variation is welcome. Deep inhale and exhale. You might notice I have a little mudra growing on in my hands. Bend the knees if you'd like. Relax the shoulders, reach for the ankles if you can. Knees stay together. You can kick into the hands and lift up. Make sure you kick equally. Right now you're really getting those muscles working in the back, but you're also pinching the adrenal glands, so you might notice extra heat going on here. Deep inhale and exhale. Then gently lower. Hands come down. Elbows go in. Shift your hands back and find your child's pose. Close your eyes and relax. So as an athlete, you have to also be careful for overstressing your body. We're doing a lot in this practice, which is more high intense, and it's waking up the fight or flight system of the nervous system. So if you need to stop this video and do it on a different day that you're more calm, go for it. But if not, let's keep proceeding in this challenge. Walk the fingertips forward, tuck the toes underneath, and find your downward facing dog. Relax your head, give your head a little shake, no, 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 and yes, yes, yes. Then shift your gaze up to your hands, walk the feet there into a forward fold, calm down your central nervous system after that back bend. And then reverse swan dive up, deep inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart, shoulders back, navel in and up, and find your chair. Then lift up nice and tall, and then go ahead and stay where you are. I'm gonna face you. So right here, we're doing a kickstand to prep yourself into tree pose. So pull the left leg out. Your arms can come up over the head, or you can try to close your eyes if you'd like to. But right here is a really good way to see how equal both halves of your body are. Very common, like I said earlier, one side is way more dominant. Not a bad thing, you just want to try to equal it out as much as you can. So from here, try to keep that right leg up, I'm mirroring you, and try to figure four it. Flex in the foot so you're not torquing the knee too much. Weight in the heel, chest up, and find a chair. Shoulders back, deep inhale and exhale. If you are more of a gymnast athlete, or if you have really strong arms, you can come all the way down, hunch up and over onto the shin. Hands come down to the ground. Make sure you protect the head, and you can try to lift up. Do what's best for you. Inhale and exhale, release. Lift up nice and tall, shake it out. You'll notice that the practice of yoga is to equal out both sides of your body, but also your flexibility and strength. Go ahead and proceed to the other side. Lift up nice and tall and find your tree. Try to focus on something that's not moving in front of you. It's called a drishti, about 2 to 3 feet in front of you. Inhale, lift up and up, and release. So notice that you are only as strong as you can hold yourself up, but notice how open you are with flexibility to maintain this tree, but strong enough to hold it by your medial glute pulling it out. So everything in your body is a balance between strength and stretch. From here, go ahead and find that figure 4, bottom back, chest and the heel, and hold it, hold it, hold it. And you can come up and over if you can. If not, just stay here. Don't force anything. Nothing is meant to be forced. Listen to your body. Come up and over. You can hurt yourself if not. Spread the hands out and find your balance if you can. If you haven't done that before, I don't suggest trying it in a video, especially with nothing protecting your head. Bottom, back, chest up, sit down. Inhale, shake it out, unleash. So your hips are warm and they're a little open now. We're gonna try eagle pose. So you're gonna keep the right leg down. Left leg is coming up and around. And if you can, try to wiggle it around. If not, just keep it here like you were before. Hold it here. Your bottom leg that's on top is gonna be what the left arm that's on top with it, okay? So now it's on the bottom. The right arm comes on top, and if you can, clasp. If you can, creep and contain yourself. Watch out for that bottom knee all the way as much as you can. If this is way too extreme for you, come on up. If you can, lift up the elbows and breathe into the back. Eagle pose. Beautiful. Unleash and fly. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Next, let's do the other side here. So the left leg is down. You can keep that figure 4 pose if you'd like, or you can try wrapping around on or any knee issues. So the same leg that's on top matches the same arm that's on bottom. From here, my right arm's on top, my right arm leg is on top. Left arm comes on top and try to clasp. From here, you can try to contain yourself. You might notice heat going on. You're in a lot of binds. What binds do is they hold on to the pose and deepen them more, but make sure you're okay with this. If you can, lift up the elbows and breathe into the upper back and unleash. Shake it out. Did you notice one side was easier or harder? Did you know frustration that came about? Accept it, acknowledge it, let it go. Especially you competitive athletes watching this. Then we're gonna go ahead and bend from the hips, chest up, and find your forward fold, release and relax. Calm it down a little bit. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. You might notice your hamstrings and hips are feeling a lot more loose right now. Relax the head and neck. Bend your knees, walk it back to a plank. Hold strong here. Then shift your hips up towards the sky. Find your walking dog again. This time you're gonna find stillness, lift up, right leg comes up to the sky to 3-legged dog. Grip the mat, roll around that right ankle, bend open the hip. If you wanna take it over, you can. Nice and easy on the knees, open up and open that hip all throughout. So notice this side of the body and try to duplicate it on the other side. If you're over, kick it back up to 3-legged dog, lift high, 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 bend the right leg down, and then switch. Left leg comes up to the sky, roll around that left ankle, bend open up the hip, slight bend in this right knee so you're not torquing anything as you turn the foot out. Left arm comes up and over. Deep inhale and exhale here. And then over here, you're gonna come on up, take the left leg up, try to relax the face. I just chimed into that with myself. And lower the left leg. Then take the hips up again, walk the dog and really drop the heels down, down, down. Then find stillness, deep inhale and exhale, release. Right leg comes up again to 3-legged dog. This transition is for some, not for all, or it takes time to get there. Shift your gaze up to your hands, arch your back, curl the right leg up, and place it in between your hands if you can get it there. From here, drop the left leg, untuck the toes, lift the hips forward, arms come up and back. Deep inhale and exhale. If this is too extreme on your knees, keep the left toe under and push into it and hold on to blocks or props on the side, whatever is best for you. Then we're gonna go ahead and straddle the right leg with our hands, untuck the back toe if it is tucked, protect your knee by pushing pressure into the lower portion of the leg as you kick back and curl the toes towards your nose and mount forward, nose towards the knee. Deep inhale, exhale a little bit more further. Deep inhale, and exhale down. Then we're gonna go ahead and walk it forward. Tuck the left toes under, lift up. We're gonna get into a lower lunge. You did a high already. Now you're more open here. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Arms come up in a nice low stretched out lunge. Relax the shoulders. Take the deepest breath you can in and out. And lean forward, step forward to chair. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms come up and down to a forward fold. Then you're gonna bend your knees, jump back or walk back into a plank, but you float and find your downward facing dog. Bend one knee then the other, walking your dog again. Left leg comes up to the sky. Hold it here, shift the gaze up, bend the knee, arch the back to make room for your foot in between your hands. Holding it here. Then you're gonna go ahead and gently drop the right knee, untuck the toes, push forward the hips, arms come up as you go back if you like. Really opening up that hip. Then place the hands down and we're gonna watch out for that back right knee as we shift it back, curl the toes towards your nose and drop down if you can. Chime into your breathing, deep inhale and exhale, sink in a little bit more. Then inhale, come on up, push forward and find a nice deep lunge here. Arms come up if you can, relax the shoulders. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Lean forward and step forward to chair. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold back. Relax the neck and head. Bend your knees and go ahead and jump or step back to a plank, whatever you prefer. Hips come up to the sky. This time you're gonna kick the right leg up and we're gonna place it on the outside of the right leg into lizard pose. So the right leg is on the outside of the right hand. And if you can, come on down all the way. You can drop the left leg and unleash, or you can stay up, but just be mindful of the hips. You don't want to force any opening in it too soon. There's a lot of muscles that protect that hip joint. So let those strong muscles do what they're supposed to do. And little by little, if you can give into them, go for it. If you can, and if it's okay for you, lean forward, elbows come in. You bend the back left leg. This is an extreme quad stretch for you. If you have any knee issues, please be careful for it. Holding here, hold, hold, hold. Deep inhale and exhale. Then curl the toes under, watch out for the knee. And lift up. Take this right leg, swoop it back to your downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog. Relax your head and neck. Shake yes, 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 and no, no, no. Then right leg straightens, left leg comes up. Shift your gaze up to your hands. This time the left leg comes on the outside of the left hand into left lizard. From here, if you can come down all the way, come down, or you might even notice this hip or the other hip was way more tight than the other. Don't try to force it. Just really start to practice more on loosening up whichever side's tighter and strengthening whichever side's weaker. If you can gently drop the back right leg, bend the right knee, but make sure you're not grinding on the patella, and you're gonna get a deep quad stretch going on here. Deep inhale and exhale. Then tuck the right toes under, lift the hips up, squeeze the core, find your downward facing dog, then drop one heel back at a time. We're gonna start to really slow it down now. You're really warm, you got a lot of circulation going, so let's calm you down a little bit. Right leg up to the sky. Shift the gaze up to the hands. Bring the right leg bent all the way up into pigeon pose. A lot of athletes can use some more open hips, or certain areas in their hips can be a lot more stretched out. So this left hip right here, you're gonna place it down towards the ground. If you need to put something underneath the right hip, go for it. If you can, get the shin parallel. That's all you. That's even more flexibility. Good job. But for here, wherever you can be, you can be. If you have to stay up here, stay up here. If you need to bend this back left leg because you're putting too much tension on the back, you can keep it bent. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna come up and we're gonna hang out here for about a minute. So get nice and comfortable, okay? Notice how it feels right now.
Does it feel really tight in your right hip? Notice how the tightness slowly starts to melt away. Can you relax your shoulders, your jaw, or anything else in your body? Imagine you can, with your mind, breathe into that right hip. Open it up. Then try to rotate the left hip down, melting towards the mat, giving into it a little bit more. And if you're really itching for another quad stretch, you can engage the left leg by bending it. You can even grab a hold of it if you'd like. But watch out, that bind really intensifies the stretch. Not proving anything to anyone or yourself, just enjoying this moment and experiencing it. Go ahead and stagger your arms, elbows come in. Always use the correct body mechanics, even the littlest of things. Tuck the left toes under, shoulders back, hands come underneath your shoulders. Push up and back to your downward facing dog. You might need to shake out that right leg again. And then lift up, 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 push up, and then release in. Notice how much more your hamstrings are loose compared to when you started. Left leg comes up to the sky. Then shift the gaze up, control your body, nice control, take care of yourself. Gently drop the left leg, right hip melts down towards the ground, lift up or bend, or if you have extreme openness, you can do that too with the leg, with the shin parallel with the top of your mat, and come on down. And just enjoy the stillness going on. A lot of athletes overtrain or overwork their bodies, and they don't realize that it's in the rest when you recharge. Just notice this left hip now. Notice your breath. See how it's calming down. See if you can start to take control of your breathing. Can you make your exhales longer than your inhales? Can you start to feel the left hip melt a little bit away from tension? How it gives into the stretch a little bit more. Now see if you can intensify the stretch on the right hip as you melt the right hip down towards the ground. You'll notice your left hip gets a little bit more of a tension release. And take a moment just to breathe in silence with yourself. If you want to bend the right leg, you can. If you want to grab a hold, you can. And then wherever you are, gently, gently, gently release and let go. Hands come up. And go ahead and find a tabletop. Send the hips over the calves. Go ahead and bring the fingers together in prayer. This just helps give a nice stretch on the upper back all the way down to your elbows, which is your triceps, and bend the hands towards your head. You can try to drop your head through. You can even try to pat your hands on the back and just give in to this child's pose. If this does not feel good, you can also do wild child and open up the hips and just feel your body now from the beginning. And then walk the hands up, gently come on up, and go ahead and turn on over towards your back now. So bring those knees into your chest and rock side to side. Feel free to close your eyes if you want to, because we're gonna remain on the ground until we come up. So right hand comes in, left leg goes down, holding on to that knee in towards your chest. Try to bring the right knee out to the side. Then bring it in. And then bring the right leg over, tucking the toes underneath the left knee. Right arm goes out to the right, and you just get a nice deep lower lumbar spinal twist. Holding it here. Bring the right knee back into your chest. Hands come underneath the right leg this time. Same leg, still roll around that ankle. Wiggle those toes. Try to straighten the right leg as much as you can. Then rotate the ankle inward towards yourself, activating the IT band all throughout, and drop
the right leg across the left side of your body this time. You might feel it all the way up through your hip. You may not, but either way, you're stretching out through there, and keep that foot rotated down towards the ground if you can. Deep inhale and exhale. Then bring the right knee into your chest. And then go ahead and switch legs now. So this time, bringing your left knee into your chest, rocking side to side. Take the left knee, bring it on the outside, holding it here, releasing and allowing your hip to open up. Relax the rest of your muscles in your body if you can. Then bring your left knee in and then over, tucking the left foot underneath the right side. Left arm goes out. Then take a deep inhale and exhale. Then bring the left knee into your chest and then go and swoop the hands underneath the left leg. Kick the left leg up to the sky and roll around that ankle. Wiggle the toes if you like. Really spread them out, especially if you wear shoes in your activities. Really open up the foot. Then straighten the left leg, curl the toes in the direction towards the mid portion of your body. Take the left leg across the right side of the body. Really rotate it for that IT band stretch on the left side, and left arm out to the left side. Try to keep that foot rotated down if you can, as much as possible. Deep inhales and exhales. Breathe in and release. Then bring the left knee into your chest. And then go ahead and bring both knees into your chest and rock side to side and all around. In a circular motion, getting those trigger points, those knots in your back, lower portion. Then place your feet down on the ground. Hands come down as well. Chin comes up, and go ahead and lift up your hips if you can. You can go ahead and clasp the arms underneath you. Roll the shoulders underneath you and lift the hips a little bit above you into bridge. If you would like to go into full wheel, and if you have, you can stay here. For everyone else, hands come down, elbows face up. Watch out, a lot of people do this wrong with their elbows. Hands grip the mat, and you lift up into full wheel. Deep inhale and exhale wherever you are. Both of these are back bends. Then wherever you are, slowly come down. You activated the fight or flight system again, so bring the knees into your chest. Rocking back and forth. Then from here, if you don't have any problems with your neck and if you feel comfortable, you can lift up the hips into a shoulder stand, keeping your chin up. Holding it here. Deep inhale and exhale. Only if you feel comfortable, you can take the legs over your head. Just watch out for bending your neck too much. Holding it here. Then gently coming out however you'd like. Go ahead and place the hands down on the ground and move the legs in a circular motion, up and around. Outlining a circle up tall. Then go ahead and pause and go the other direction. Then go ahead and bring your two peace fingers on your big toes and open up the hips right here into happy baby. From here, if you want to go into a straddle, you can. You can rock side to side to help massage those adrenal glands that you might have overworked. Holding it for whatever feels good to you. Opening up those inner thighs. Then bend your knees. And then you're going to take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. So knees are stacked on top of each other. We're getting really deep into the hip muscle here. You can grab onto your shins or a little bit more out into helicopter pose. Really will feel it on this top up right leg. Holding it here, kick into the hands if you can for more intense, or release for less intense. Relax the shoulders. Try to hold this pose for a few moments here. Kick into it if you can even more. And gently release. Unleash the legs, shake them out a little bit. And left leg on top now. Knees on top of knees. Depending on where you can grab it right here and just hold it in. You'll still get the left hip effect. Or go towards the ankles and just hold it. And if you can, kick into it. Relax the shoulders, your jaw, your face, and just notice your hips opening up and releasing. Now take the deepest inhale you can. Exhale, kick into the hands a little bit. One more deep inhale and exhale here. And then bring the knees in, unravel them, kick the legs up to the sky, and shake them out. Roll around the ankles and gently bend the knees and drop the heels on the outside of your mat. Make sure you maintain that nice curvature of your spine. Drop both knees over to the left for more of an inner thigh stretch and quad stretch you're gonna get here. Feel free to cactus your arms and close your eyes. Relax your jaw and just hold it here. Deep inhale and exhale. Try to release into gravity and just give into it. Then squeeze your core. Pick up your knees, readjust them, especially your lower back, and then drop the knees over to the right. Feel free to cactus the arms again and close your eyes and really just let the hip melt down towards the ground, especially the knee if you can. If you're not feeling anything, you can go a little bit wider, or you can even create a bind by grabbing your left ankle. Don't force anything though. Relax and just find you and your mat. Take a deep inhale and exhale. One more deep breath here. Then squeeze your core, pick up your knees, walk your feet together into butterfly, lift up your back if you need to readjust, and go ahead and just close your eyes. Relax your throat and feel the openness emerge in your hips. And start to take a deep inhale and exhale. Then go ahead and bring the arms up like wings up over your head. If you can, bend your elbows and open up your chest and try to keep your arms down towards the ground. Some of you may not be able to keep them down towards the ground. Bring them all the way down and then reach them up and over. Then reach the arms up as long as you can, way over your head. Reach, 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 holding it there. Then gently bring your hands on the outside of your legs, squeeze your core, and pick up your legs in to each other. Bring the knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and rock side to side. Holding it here and closing your eyes, and then kick the legs up to the sky. Curl the toes towards your nose and squeeze your quads. Hands come down like you're seated and shoulders go back. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Then bend your knees. Gently come on down, moving into corpse pose here. We're going to place the feet out wide, shoulders out, chin up, and take a deep inhale and exhale. Try to relax your toes, the arches of your feet, your Achilles, behind the knees, your quads, your butt, your hips, your stomach, your shoulders, jaw, chest, and head, all the way to your fingertips. Then go ahead and place your right hand on your chest and left hand on your belly. And take a deep breath in into the lower belly if you can, rising that lower hand. And then release. Try that again into the belly. Then release. Now intentionally check into the upper hand and try to breathe into the chest. Then release. And then back into the chest. And then release. Now try into both hands, inflating your whole chest all the way up. And slowly as possible, release it and let it go out. As you know, by being an athlete, if you can control your breath, you can control so many of your movements. Open it up. Expand the lung tissue. Try to breathe in as deep as you can. And release. This next one, go ahead and take the deepest breath that you can take in. Pause at the top and hold it as long as you feel comfortable holding it. Keep holding it if you can. Notice the sensations going on. And then whenever you're ready, as slow as you can, release it out and slowly melt into the ground. Very, very, very slowly, feeling yourself connect towards this moment with every gravity and exhale release. Feel free to keep your hands here or place them down, face up to receive more energy, or if you want more grounding, hands down. Relax everything and just enjoy your breath, and go ahead and let your breath carry you into a way. Make this place a peaceful place and just drift away. Then go ahead and start to wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. If you want to bring the right arm for assistance to keep that spinal alignment, squeeze your core and come on over just to let your heart drain. You pumped a lot of blood and then you settled a little bit. And hold it here for just a few moments. Chime into that breath work again. Deep inhale and exhale. Pause and release. Then with the strength of your arms and very mindfully squeeze your core and come on up gracefully. Shoulders back. Find a seated position. Lift up nice and tall. Imagine there's a crown at your head and you lift up, 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 and relax. Go ahead and just chime into yourself. See if you can create love all over your body and healing all over your body. Then let's try that breath work again. Taking the deepest inhale you can, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and hold that breath at the very top as long as you can. And release. And go ahead and take a moment just to sit in silent gratification of being thankful for everything you have and all your body and everything that it can do for you and achieve in your athletic abilities. Then go ahead and breathe in a positive thought, mantra, word, slogan, and release any challenges or blockage that's in your way. And then close your eyes and visualize yourself overcoming anything mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally in your way. And then take a deep breath in of confidence. And exhale, release. Hands on your hips. Hold it strong. Feel this confidence pose. The light within me honors and respects the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this practice with me. Make sure you always consult your physician prior to engaging in any exercise routine.